boy pulled on his boots before the sun. Rucksack half full, pockets weighing none. The morning train rolled quiet down the line, with a head full of hope and borrowed time. His granddad used to walk that shore with pride, hands in his coat, eyes on the tide. Taught him how to wait, how not to rush, how every stone deserves a gentle touch. But the chair by the window don't move these days, just looks out toward the distant haze. So the boy walks on where the old man can't, carrying lessons he understands. And he said, I'll bring you the sea in the palm of my hand. I'll bring you the stories you help me understand. If you can't walk down where the old stones lie, I'll walk for you, I'll give it time.
So today we're down at Hinkley Point, and I'm just going to run through a few geological tools that are quite handy down at this site. If you have one of these do come in quite handy because it is blue lias and the rocks down here are pretty hard to break. So this is a 4-pound lump hammer. That's very, very handy for breaking these hard rocks. I also bring down one very muddy geological hammer, which is also very good for splitting rocks. What you'll also need is a chisel, one mainly or preferably with a handguard. This will protect your hands when hammering on top with the hammer. And I also recommend some form of gloves to protect your hands while using tools, and some safety goggles as well, just to protect your eyes from when splitting rocks. But apart from all those 4-5 items, you need your eyes as well to look out for bones. And apart from that, you're good to go.
The cliffs here are part of the Jurassic Blue Lias Formation, just under 200 million years old. Despite their low profile, they are extremely dangerous, undercut, unstable and frequently falling. Please keep well away from the cliff at all times.
Oh, look! Look, I found a vertebrae. Oh, that's annoying. I really thought that was a vertebrae that was sticking out like that. That's a shame.
That's a shame, yeah.
Never mind.
It's needed, won't it?
Yeah.
On a winter's day in 2004, we found isolated bones scattered along the foreshore. Further up the beach were loose shale blocks with bones visible. This would have been a full Ichthyosaur skeleton, but the sea had destroyed 1/3. The crucial jaw and skull sections were intact, which we later had prepped by Craig Chivers. We saved what we could, including further rib sections and also some vertebrae columns. But it just goes to show, sometimes if you're not quick enough, the sea will completely destroy specimens. Nothing greatly exciting, but still, it's still a fossil. This is actually a block, and you can see it's full of crinoid stems. One way you can tell, there's the little stars there. When you see them, you know you've got crinoids. And that's actually a really interesting point, because we often get asked, how do you say the word crinoid? Is it crinoid? Is it crinoid? And I think some people say it one way and some say it the other way. It's one of these words, there isn't really a right or a wrong. And sometimes it depends on where you live. I've noticed in the southwest, a lot of people use crinoid. Where I come from, in Suffolk, we often use the word crinoid. It's a bit like when you say scone and scone. It's that kind of thing, really. So don't worry too much. Say crinoid, crinoid, however you like to say it. It is basically the same thing.
Found a vertebra, but sadly it's in situ, so I'm not able to actually get that one out, which is a shame, but nice to look at.
I've just spotted down here this giant shell. This is a bivalve shell, and they're actually found in many locations where you've got the blue lyre, such as here. Another classic site is Monmouth Beach near Lyme Regis. It's actually of the species Plagiostoma. They're actually very recognisable. Unfortunately for this one, as you can see, it's actually buried deep into the bedrock. Under SSSI rules, like the vertebra we found earlier, this cannot be removed. It's illegal to collect from the bedrock. If this was in a block that was loose, we'd be able to hit it with a hammer and take it, but very sadly we can't. This will have to be left for the elements of nature to do its job and remove it naturally.
If you look down here, just spotted this. It's actually the same shell as what Alistair found moments just up there, Plagiostoma. If we put some water on, we might be able to see it better. There we go. And again, this is in situ, so unfortunately we're going to have to leave that one there.
So I just saw this rock down here. It had an interesting layer in the middle, just running across there. And I thought I'd give it a bit of a split. And there is actually a small ammonite in there, which you can just see here. And then on the other side, there's also another one there as well. So I've still got one left, one piece of this interesting block. Let's just give it a whack and see what happens. There's a partial ammonite in that side. It didn't split exactly as I wanted actually, but we'll try and hit it here. That same layer's running through the rock.
Oh, hold up. What's this? Ha! Oh, would you look at that? Third time lucky. Another vert. It's my lucky day today.
We really enjoyed our road tour back to Hinkley Point. It brought some lovely memories from all the way back of 2004. Be sure to like and subscribe to follow the rest of our tour of fossil sites around the UK.